Hello dear children of class 4 and welcome to yet another online class of science. Dear children, today we are going to start the third lesson from your science book, Digestive and Excretory System. Excretory System. Children, this is just an introductory video in which we will be talking about the basics of our digestive and excretory system. Now dear children, since chapter 1 we learned that we need food, and in chapter 2 we learned that teeth are a very important part for breaking down food, but that is not enough. In order to release the nutrients present in the food, food needs to be broken down further. Food needs to be simplified further. That is what in simple terms is known as digestion. Dear children, when we chew the food, right, when we turn it into a mush, a pulp, correct, then we swallow it. So when we are chewing it, what makes that mush soft, easily movable, and in fact the very place where the digestion starts, you can say, is the mouth. And like I was telling you, what makes that food mushy and pulpy is the saliva. So you can say digestion is breaking down of food into simpler substances for release of nutrients. Release of nutrients. It starts in the mouth. It starts in the mouth. So, talking about the definition of digestion, dear children, digestion is breaking of food into simpler substances for release of nutrients. It starts in the mouth. So you see, the very moment we take in the food, right, the very moment we take in the food, the digestion process starts. But question is, why digestion, right? Food is digesting, but why? Turning it into a mushy pulpy stuff should be enough, but it's not so. Because children, our body does not need food. Our body needs nutrients. You learned this in chapter 1. Now problem with nutrients is nutrients cannot be taken directly. They must be taken mixed with one or other forms of food. Like if I need carbohydrate, I'll take rice or potatoes. If I need fats, I'll take butter, ghee. If I need protein, I'll take some non-veg items, right? If I need vitamins and minerals, I will take green leafy vegetables, right? These substances, as you learned in chapter 1, contain nutrient. So it is very necessary that whatever food we take is broken down so that the nutrient present in them can be released, sent to various parts of our body, and our body grows, develops and functions accordingly. So like I was telling you, digestion, the very process of digestion starts in the mouth when the saliva mixes with it. After that, when food is swallowed through the food pipe, or it is called esophagus, OESOPHAGUS, esophagus. Through esophagus, it moves to stomach. Now, food is not like a marble that you'll swallow it and it will simply drop into the stomach. The food pipe is a small place, and in order to move the food, a proper process is there. A proper process. What is that process? When we swallow the food, suppose we have taken in the food, then the lower muscles of the esophagus open up and the up muscles above the food, they contract. You can say the part of esophagus below the food opens up and the part of the food above the esophagus it closes, contracts. This way what happens? A pressure is created and food drops down, level to level to level. You must have felt this one, that sometimes when we take lot of food without water, suddenly our chest starts paining, we find difficulty in swallowing, and then we take the water, because water lubricates the esophagus. Water makes the esophagus slippery, makes food passing easier. So it's through the food pipe that food moves, and this particular process of moving the food down to stomach is known as peristalsis. 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 Now food moves down to the stomach, right? In stomach, many digestive juices, they are secreted. There is already organic hydrochloric acid present there. All this burn down the food, break the food further. After that, food is released from there, from stomach. Food is released and it moves down to small intestine. Food moves down to small intestine. In small intestine, further digestion of food takes place. Whatever nutrients were not digested and absorbed in the stomach are digested in the small intestine, and in small intestine only, inside the intestine, there are finger-like projections present. They are known as villi, villi, villi. The work of villi is to absorb the nutrients from the digestive food and send it through the blood through to various parts of our body. So one thing we can understand here is the process of digestion is completed not in the last one, that is the large intestine, in the small one, that is the small intestine. Once it has been taken out, only two things are left: the waste material, that is the fecal matter, and water. Then the food moves to large intestine, where water is absorbed from there, and only thing left is fecal matter, which is later on passed out as stool. So you see, breaking down of food into simpler substances is digestion, right? But throwing out the waste material, in the end, when the food turns into a fecal matter and it is thrown out as stool, now throwing out of such waste material is called excretion. Excretion or excretory system. Now dear children, waste comes out of our body not only in that form. Waste also comes out of our body in the form of urine and sweat. Sweat comes out of our skin pores, and urine is thrown out because after filtration through kidneys. You see, kidney filters the waste, collects it in the form of urine in the urinary bladder, and later on, when the bladder is full, you feel like going to toilet, you go, you urinate, and the waste moves out of the body in the form of urine. So you see, both these systems, digestive system as well as excretory system, they need to work in unison. Unison means they need to work together, they need to work properly. Without one system working properly, the other also cannot function properly. For example, if the food doesn't digest properly, then either you will end up vomiting it, right? Or you will end up having diarrhea, dysentery, stuff like that. Correct? Same way, if the excretory system malfunctions, excretory system is not working properly, and waste doesn't move out of your body in a proper manner, then automatically you will start suffering from many stomach related diseases like gastric problems and constipation. Even it can lead to ulcer or stomach cancer. Same way, if our kidneys fail to filter the blood and collect the waste material in the form of urine, then slowly your blood will become dirty, your kidneys will fail, and you'll have to spend rest of your life in dialysis. Dialysis is an artificial process of removing the waste, for urinary waste, from the body in case the kidneys fail. So many such things are there. So one thing we can understand from here is that both digestive system, that is the process of breaking down the food into simpler substances, and excretory system, the process of throwing out waste from the body, both are very important for our body. Now, remember children, the organs present in digestion are mouth, food pipe, that is esophagus, stomach, small intestine and large intestine. And the organs present in excretory system, that is organ that work for excretion of waste, throwing out of waste, kidneys, rectum and the sweat pores which throw out the waste in the form of sweat. So remember, both these systems are very important and they need to be working, they need to work in proper order. Now, in order for the digestive system to work properly, we know very well that we have to take healthy food, right food. We have to stay away from any kind of harmful substance like tobacco, alcohol, gutkha, anything bad that you swallow in, drugs. We need to stay away from it. And if your digestive system is proper, if you are sending healthy things in to digest, body will have ample nutrients, all the organs will receive nutrients in sufficient quantity, the organs will be healthy, and that includes the organs required for excretory system. And if your digestive system is healthy, automatically your excretory system will also stay healthy. So dear children, the first thing we can do for the maintenance of our digestive and excretory system is that eat right kind of food and stay away from any kind of harmful substances. You see, many people nowadays, they complain of gastric problem, they complain of constipation, they complain that the waste is not moving out of their body in the proper way, they have urinary problem, they have stool related problem, right? All this is only due to one reason, not taking proper food. Also dear children, in order for this system to work, two nutrients are required in lot of quantity. One is roughage, that is fiber, and water. Intake of lot of water helps in purification of blood, helps in purification of kidneys also. It keeps your excretory system working in proper order. Same way dear children, fiber is needed, roughage is needed, like I told you in chapter 1. It is required for smooth functioning of our bowel movement. It helps the stool, the fecal matter to pass out of our body properly. So enough roughage or fiber is required for that. So remember, you have to take lot of water, if possible at least 6 to 8 glasses of water in a day. Without any question, you need to intake 6 to 8 glasses of water in a day. That doesn't mean you'll keep 8 glasses of water in the morning and just drink it up like that. Not like that. In whole day, right? Just make sure that at the end of the day, you have consumed at least 6 to 8 glasses of water. That's one. Secondly, try to take food items which are rich in roughage, which are rich in fiber. That way you will not have constipation problem, you will not have gastric problem, because all the fecal matter, all the waste material present in your large intestine will be pushed out by the roughage and your stomach will remain healthy. Also we need to do various exercises, especially good one are the yogasanas, which directly affect our digestive and excretory system. Many yogasanas are known to keep our digestive and excretory systems healthy. They are simple to do. You don't have to get into complicated poses. There are some very simple poses which you as children can do in the presence of a trained supervision of a trained elder. You can easily do them, and when you do them, automatically your body stays healthy. Your body stays healthy because your digestive systems, organs present for digestive system stay healthy, and organs present in excretory system stay healthy. So these are the few points you need to remember when you are going through the chapter digestive system and excretory system. Remember, this is not the end of the chapter. I am not ending the chapter. This is the introductory video. I just needed to share common knowledge with you regarding digestive system and excretory system. In the next video, we will be going through the chapter and we will see what the chapter has to offer in order to enhance your knowledge in relation to chapter 3, digestive system and excretory system. Your homework, dear children, those who have the book, you will go through the book page to page. You will do a reading. You'll try to learn some of the hard words there. That will help you a lot with your exercises. Okay, and that will help you a lot when I present the next video, in which we will give a thorough discussion regarding excretory system and digestive system. Thank you very much. Stay safe.